Hi everyone, I'm back. So I've got a really exciting box opening to do. Now this is tiny, as you can see. I've taken my address off and I've taken the tape off of the outside because the eBay seller had taped it over and over. Well, it was good that they'd done that, but I thought I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm going to take that off first, but I haven't. So I've taken the top off, but I haven't taken her out. So this is, for me, a super Grail doll that I thought I would never have and never be able to afford, because it is such a rare, sought after vintage doll. So I mean, I paid a bit for it. I paid what I was prepared to pay for it. It's probably the most I've ever paid for a doll, I think. Apart from what my husband paid to get me the last Collectors Club doll. He paid more than what I paid for this one. But this is the most I've ever paid for a doll by far. But I got it on a bid and I got it for a reasonable price as far as I was concerned. And I did have the money to buy it. I mean, I could have spent it on something else, but I did have the money to buy it, so I decided to go for it. So I won it on a bid. It came right down to the knuckle. It was between me and someone else, and then luckily it come back that I'd won it. So it's a really hot item on eBay, and there's a lot of bidding going right up until the last second. So I was really lucky to get it, I think. And the seller had two for sale, this one and then the blonde-haired version, and the blonde-haired version ended up going for more. So I feel quite lucky the price I got for this one. Right, so as I say, so she came yesterday when I was at work, and I've been working today, and I thought, last night I was really tired and I had some things to do, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to go on and do the video, but I just literally couldn't wait another day, and I wanted to unbox her with you. So I decided to come on this evening. I have work today, but I decided to come on this evening and do the unboxing. So it is smaller than I thought it would be, but she's amazing. She really is. So if you're not a vintage Cindy collector, you're probably not going to know who this is. Even if you are a vintage Cindy collector, you still might not know, but you more than likely will. If you're a serious vintage Cindy collector, you will know this doll. So she's wrapped in tissue paper. As I say, this was smaller than I expected it. What a good idea though, putting it in a tube like that, because that tube is so hard, because it's a valuable doll. That tube is so hard, there's no way anything was going to happen to her. So yeah, that was a really good idea. So she's in some blue sparkly tissue paper. And she's so small. I really didn't realise she was going to be this small. So this is Cindy's, look at her, Cindy's American friend, Betsy. So let's just get rid of the paper a minute. So she hasn't been, the person who had her before me obviously hasn't played with her because she's in such good condition. But she is a very old doll. Now, to put into comparison how small she is, this is Patch. Now, I didn't know that Betsy was going to be this size. I assumed she'd be almost the same size as Patch. I have researched it since I've obviously now received her, and I could see by that box she was going to be smaller. I thought, oh, I'm just going to make sure. And she is supposed to be only 6 inches, and she is 6 inches tall. So she's smaller than Patch. So here's Cindy. So she's Cindy's American friend. And obviously she's Cindy's sister's Patch's friend as well. But she's a lot smaller than Patch. And Patch isn't big. So, yeah, I mean, I've just always wanted her. There's another friend, isn't there? There's a few friends, and they're all expensive. There's Poppet, and I think Poppet is more similar size to Patch, and she's also expensive and hard to get. But so is Betsy. Now look, Betsy's hair has still got its original nets on. I mean, if you consider how old this girl is. So Betsy was bought out the end of 1967 and sort of continued into 1968. By 1969, she was gone. So she was not produced for very long. So that's what makes her rare, because she wasn't produced very long. She is small. She's completely different from, she was bought out by Pedigree, and she's completely different to Cindy. You know, she just is. She's different in every way. She's very petite. Her face, if you're looking for one of these dolls, her face is very easy to recognise. She's got a darling little face, hasn't she? She's got blue eyes. She's got a fringe. I just didn't realise she'd be this small. I'm not disappointed she's this small. I mean, I've since, you know, found out that she should be 6 inches tall. And looking at her, she is, isn't she? 6 inches tall. So, I mean, she's adorable, isn't she? So she's in her original dress. She's even got her original little underwear on there. She's got her original red hairband. And as I say, she's even got the original net in her hair. Now, the original Betsy came with a lovely red, white and blue Betsy badge on, with Betsy written on it, which obviously this girl hasn't got. But I went onto eBay last night, and I've managed to find a reproduction badge really cheap. It was one of 4 badges. There was 4 Cindy badges, and 4 Cindy badges, normal size badges, and one of them was the Betsy badge. And I thought, well, I'm going to get that because the original doll had that badge on the front of her dress. So I got 4 badges for like a £5. Brilliant. So that was good. Her shoe keeps falling off. Look at her little feet. So obviously she's in such good condition. One shoe stays on, but the other one keeps trying to fall off here. So she's different in that her body, it does bend. Can you see? It's like pliable. It bends. But there's no joints or anything there, and there's no clicks like Cindy dolls click at the knee. It's just literally a pliable rubber, really. And her hands, also look, her hands bend. I mean, it's lovely the way that she bends without any, you know, joints or anything. It's amazing, really. So her body is, she hasn't got a waist that turns or anything. I mean, she's so petite. You can see how small she is. And her body doesn't sort of bend. So her head goes all the way round. Look at her little hands. She's absolutely perfect. There is nothing wrong with her. And as I say, this is her original dress. See what, it's got a little label in it. So her original dress has just got Made in Hong Kong on it, which is what it should have. And then she's got Made in Hong Kong on the back of her neck. And then she's also got Made in Hong Kong. I mean, I've done some research before I got her on her back. Yeah, I'm just making sure. Her lower back, she's also got Made in Hong Kong. Yeah. So, yeah, she's Cindy's American friend. And it's Betsy. Yeah, she's just so sweet and she's so different. She's so different to Cindy and she's so different to Pat. She's got her original shoes on, look, little red shoes. She's lovely, isn't she? She's just so dainty. She's, yeah, look at her little ears. I don't know whether any of you have got one of these, but I'm so pleased to get her. But she is smaller. I mean, I'm glad I did a bit of, once I'd bid on her and won her, I thought, well, I'm going to do a bit of research so I know what I'm getting. And so I knew she was going to be small, but when I got the box, I still thought, oh, she's small, but she is. She's 6 inches, just about 6 inches. So she's much smaller than Patch. Now, the reason that I've got this Cindy out is because obviously this doll is from 1967. That's when they first come out, late 1967. So this is a 1960s Cindy doll. So 1960s Cindy dolls differed from later Cindy dolls. There's a later Cindy doll, sort of late 1970s, that Cindy doll, mid 1970s. So that's how they differed. As you can see, the 1960s doll is taller. The head is bigger. I mean, it's still the iconic Cindy face. I mean, it's a bit different, but it still is the Cindy face. I actually prefer the bit later doll, just because obviously I had well, my doll was 1973, so my doll was a bit later. I love this Cindy. She's in brilliant condition as well. I just thought I'd show you her. Her hair is amazing. Look how glossy it is and how thickly rooted it is. It's beautiful. And it's not been touched, this hair. I've had this Cindy for a long time, but Cindy just has bad hair and her hair doesn't age well. So you can see how shiny and lovely that girl's hair is. So yeah, let's just compare. Look how tiny little. She's tiny, isn't she? But she's in proportion, you know, to be a little sister or what have you, isn't she? But yeah, I just thought I'd compare because obviously these are from the same. These are from the 1967. Yeah. I mean, amazing, really, because I was born in 66 and this girl came out in late 67. So I would have just been a year old, wouldn't I? So I would have never known about this doll. This doll wouldn't have been in my radar as a child at all because she would have been and gone. By 1969, she'd gone. So that's what makes her so rare. I mean, I don't know what other people think of her, but I just love her. I just love her. So I don't know whether to say what I paid for it or not because I don't know whether people will get the worth of her. But I paid about £150 for her. I'm not going to lie. I did. And that is a good price because I've seen her before and she's been double that. So, I mean, obviously I lost my mum, didn't I, Christmas Day. So I wanted to buy something special, you know, with a little bit of money that I had. And that's, you know, that's what I decided to buy. So as I say, I was able to afford to buy her. Isn't she lovely? I mean, my mum wouldn't be impressed at all. I don't think she got my doll collecting at all. I mean, yeah, I just think, yeah, I don't know what she thought of it, really. I mean, she did know that I collected dolls and she did see my doll collection. I mean, she even saw my doll room because we moved into this house in last March. So Mum did come, even though she was quite poorly, she did come and see the house. So she came into my doll room and actually saw my doll collection. She was just like, oh my word, she said. She didn't really say a lot. I don't think she was overly impressed. But yeah, I mean, it was nice that she saw it, but I don't know what she'd make of me buying Betsy. But I mean, a lot of people spend a lot more than that on a doll, don't they? But it certainly is out of the ordinary for me. But as I say, a good price. But believe it or not, it's a good price. And I think it's because she's so old. She is in pretty perfect condition, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with her whatsoever. She's lovely, isn't she? And she's got the original dress, the original shoes, the original underwear, and look at her hair still in the nets. Amazing. Love her. So that's Betsy, Cindy's American friend. So yeah, really, really pleased to have her. She'll be going in with, probably in with my Amanda Jane dolls, because she's a similar size to Amanda Jane. But yeah, I just love her. So yeah, I just can't believe how much smaller she is than Patch. I mean, look at her. She's tiny. Love her. And just so different to Patch, so different to Cindy. I mean, I think the best thing about her is these bendy legs that are just, and arms. What she's made of just bends. I mean, it's brilliant. Look. I mean, you couldn't even get a doll like that now, could you? That bends like that and completely hidden that she can bend. You'd sort of look at her and you would not realise that she can bend like that. Her wrists don't bend. I think it's mainly her elbows and her knees that bend. Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, love her. Love her. So that's Cindy's American friend, Betsy. Very, very rare, and I'm very, very happy to have her. Very excited to have her. And I do like little dolls. I've said it before on my channel, haven't I? I've got a thing for little dolls. I love little dolls. Now, while I'm on, so that is Betsy. So excited to have her. She will be going in my cabinets, and I'm going to put her with my Patch dolls and my Amanda Jane dolls. While I'm on, I managed to get my first one of these. So I went into B&M and these were down to £5.99, which I thought was a good price. So this is a Mini Brands Books. Now, I haven't had one of these before. So I thought, you know what, for that price, I'm going to get one. And I did. So let's see if we can get this zip to work. You never know. So I thought the books would be handy to use with my dolls, because they're going to be the right size, aren't they? I don't know whether anyone else has had one of these. But yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't have paid the original price, but I thought, well, for £5.99, that's a good price, isn't it? So I decided to go for it. So I got the first zip undone, and I've managed to do the second one. It's a miracle for me, isn't it? So let's open this up. So I don't know what you get in these. This is my first one. Oh, you get quite a lot. So you get 4 packets to open. We've got a guide here. Right, let's see what we're going to get then. So, oh, okay, well that isn't a book, is it? Oh, looks like a little sort of bookcase that you can put together. Some plastic bits. Oh, I've just dropped a bit. I'm not going to be able to make that because I've just dropped a bit down the back of my radiator. But that's fine. I don't need to make that. So that's like a bookshelf. Let's see if I can show you it on here. Then you can see what it looks like. Oh, I can't see it on there. Oh, yes, there it is. Look, a little bookshelf. Look, it's a tiny little bookshelf. It's a little white one. It's nice, actually. Can you see that? So you can put books in that. Yeah, I'm not going to make that. So you get that. You get a bookshelf. And then you get 3 other packets. So let's open this one. So this, we've got our first book. Oh, that's good. Oh, wow. Oh, they actually open up. So this is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days. And look, you open it up and it's actually got writing. I mean, not real writing, but and I don't know whether it's real writing or not. It looks like writing. But yeah, so that's the right size. Let's just get my Cindy here. It's the right size for her, isn't it? So these are going to look good in my Vintage Cindy houses, aren't they? I mean, I will make the shelf. I'm just not going to do it now. So the other thing I've got is a magnifying glass. Oh, so I wonder if that is real. With my glasses on, I can't see. I mean, I can't read it. I mean, obviously the magnifying glass does make it bigger. I can't see whether that's words or not. It might be. It might be. I can't decipher it, but I wear reading glasses, so. But it does make it bigger, the magnifying glass. Can you see? So that's that book. So a magnifying glass and the bookshelf. So I don't know whether you get that in all of them. This is going to be another book. So it looks like you get 3 books. Ah, so I've got a Goosebumps book, The Haunted Mask. My daughter used to like the Goosebumps books when she was in reception. Yeah, so again, yeah. So that's a paperback, and then this one is a hardback. So I think I get a 3rd book as well. So it's not bad, is it? I might be getting another one of these. I like these. So this one is Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Oh, that's a shame. Shame it's not just Pride and Prejudice book. Why it's a Pride and Prejudice and Zombies book. That's a shame, isn't it? I'd prefer if that just was a Pride and Prejudice book. A classic. But it's obviously a... Yeah. Let's see if I can use the magnifying glass there. Oh, major motion picture. Yeah, okay. So they're saying that there's been a motion picture from Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. A bit unlikely, but... Yeah, probably not made up with that book, but these 2 books are good. I mean, I take it there's a lot of different books you can get. So those 3 books, obviously, you can put on the shelf, the bookshelf. But I've got some places I can put them in my houses anyway, I think. I think I probably have got some. Have I? I'll have to have a look. Yeah, I might have some places, but I might make the bookshelf and put it somewheres as well. I'm just trying to work out how to make it. I have dropped a bit, I know that, so I need to retrieve that bit, but I was just trying to maybe show you what it looks like. That's obviously the top of it, isn't it? I'll drop that now. I'll take it, they go in there. Oh yeah, looks like it. So those bits go in there. I mean, obviously, as I say, I have dropped a bit. Typical of me, really. Oh, doesn't want to go in there. But yeah, I'm made up with my Betsy doll. I really am. Makes me want Poppet now. But Poppet's really expensive. I think Poppet's more expensive than Betsy. Although I don't know. I've seen some really expensive Betsy's, to be honest. Yeah, so you can see. So I take it that goes at the back, doesn't it? Yeah, that goes at the back, and then that goes at the bottom. And then there's one of them. And I think there's another one of them. But yeah, you can basically see what it's going to look like, can't you? Right, so yeah, quite pleased with that. Would I get another one of them? I think I probably would, to be honest. I mean, it's something different, isn't it? I've always fancied getting the books one, but I've always thought they're quite expensive for what they are. So there's instructions there. Yeah, so I've never got one, but as I say, £5.99 in B&M. So I probably would get another one. If I'm in B&M again, I probably would get another one. But yeah, I mean, they are good. They are good. I mean, rather than the bookshelf, I'd probably rather have another book, to be honest. And I don't know about the whole magnifying glass thing. Let's have a look, see what it... Oh, it doesn't... I thought it would be instructions of how to make this. It doesn't look like there is. Or unless it just tells you how to... There's no pictures of... Oh, it just says, do not use the magnifying glass under the direct sunlight or any hard light to avoid eye strain. Do not play with it for a long time. So maybe you can read the books with the magnifying glass. I don't know. I mean, I've got my glasses on and I can't. I've got my reading glasses on and I can't read it. But maybe you can if you've got better eyes than I have. But yeah, so 3 books. So yeah, I'll make that come out. Oh, there, and you get a little bookmark as well, look. It's a little bookmark there. That's cute, isn't it? Let's put that in one of the books. Yeah, so 2 of the books are paperback, and then you get 1 hardback book. Look, there's a bookmark in it there. And as I say, it is the right size. It's the right size for Cindy, isn't it? Right, I'm going to finish off with showing you my lovely Poppet doll. There she is. Such a small doll. And the most expensive doll I've bought. And a Grail doll, but a Grail doll I thought I'd never have. 100% thought I'd never have. So, thanks, Mum. I got Betsy. Did I call her Poppet then? I think I might just call her Poppet then. It's Betsy. Poppet is another one that I would like to get. Anyway, hope you love her as much as I do. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Bye.